In 1971, he was made captain of Germany, and this was when he started to put his sweeper role right into the national team. He could really get stuck in there. And the following year at the European Championships, Beckenbauer took that sweeper role into international football, and Germany won the trophy, beating Soviet Union 3-0 in the final, and Beckenbauer was voted European Footballer of the Year that year. And under Beckenbauer's leadership, Bayern then won 3 successive Bundesliga titles and 3 successive European Cups.
Class.
Incredible.
He got a lot done,
Well,
didn't he, Beckenbauer?
There's no arguing about that. They beat Atletico Madrid in the final 4-0. They beat Don Revie's Leeds 2-0. That was in 75, and they beat Saint Etienne 1-0. And because they won the cup 3 times, they got to keep. You know, if you win a hat trick, you get to keep a trophy there. And they also won the World Clubs Cup in '76 over Cruzeiro of Brazil. But his biggest achievement, without a doubt, on his playing career was to captain his country to a World Cup victory in his home city of Munich in 1974. And of course, it was a memorable final against Holland and Johan Cruyff and co. And this meant that Beckenbauer is only one of 2 players in World Cup history. Wolfgang Overath, I think is how you pronounce that, is the other. He's got the complete collection of medals at World Cup: gold, silver and bronze.
Oh, good.
How about that, eh?
Yeah.
And he became the first captain to lift the new FIFA World Cup trophy, whereas Brazil got the Jules Rimet trophy. That kind of finished in 1970.
Yeah, they got to keep that, didn't they?
Yeah.
They did get to keep that. And he was also... that German side became the first national side to be European and world champions simultaneously, and France obviously accomplished that in 2000. He was then voted European Footballer of the Year for the second time in 1976. But in 1977, he accepted a $2.5 million contract to go and play for the New York Cosmos in the North American Soccer League.
Nazzle.
I love that.
And he was there for 4 years and he won the Soccer Bowl 3 times, even winning things for the Cosmos.
He wins wherever he goes. He's a winner.
We talked about the Cosmos in a previous profile, of course. When he moved to America to play, that was signalled an end to his international career, but one he could be very proud of indeed. And he made over 103 appearances for his country, and he became the first German player ever to break through the 100-cap barrier. However, he wasn't done with European football. He had a spell for the Cosmos, and then he came back with Hamburg SV in 1980 to 1982, and he won the Bundesliga title again with them. and then he went back out to the Cosmos to finish off his playing
win some
days
other
there.
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Just won the sperm race. Let's not forget that.
Well, yeah.
Coveted trophy.
Yeah.
He probably got to keep that. He probably won it 3 times.
Yeah.
Exactly. Beckenbauer in the 80s was given the West German national manager job, which was quite a big appointment at the time because he had no coaching experience at all. His apprenticeship was served gaining qualification for the 1986 World Cup in Mexico.
Incredible.
So straight in there, and he took not a particularly great side to the final.
Yeah.
Well, they're beaten off Argentina.
He went one better 4 years later.
And you're absolutely right. In 1990, Germany became undefeated world champions.
It's interesting what you say about him, because I always think of him, and I don't know him obviously personally, but I always remember him as like a man of real dignity and stuff. Yeah. It's interesting what you said about what he said in the '66 World Cup final. Bobby Charlton was just a little bit better than me, because apparently in the semi-final in World Cup '90, after Germany beat England on penalties, and a couple of the players had to go through for a drugs test. He said that, and I think it was Stuart Pearce or someone said, if it was us and we won, we'd be dancing around celebrating. And he said that the 2 German chaps, I forget who they were, just carried themselves with absolute dignity and sat down, didn't celebrate in their faces, shook their hands, said good game and stuff. And I wonder if Beckenbauer influenced them to do that.
Well, I think Germany have got quite a tradition of doing that. They're very good winners, if you know what I mean. But I think I do, and I think Beckenbauer kind of typifies that. Really.
Yeah, I agree with that, definitely.
But he became the first man. And he's only one of 2. The other is Mario Zagallo, who has won the World Cup as a coach and a player. As captain and as a coach, should I say. And Beckenbauer said that I would say 1990 in Italy was the most important to me. It doesn't come any better than managing a side to victory. And after that World Cup, he then had sort of brief manager spells at Marseille. Not particularly successful there. And then he went to Bayern and he guided them to a Bundesliga title and a second brief spell with Bayern. They won the UEFA Cup, and of course he moved upstairs as club president. But I shall end with a quote which I think sums the man up. He said that it is not the strong one that wins, it is the one that wins who is strong.
Oh. In you come, son.
Come on in, friends.
They always have such fantastic quotes.
Yeah. Imagine hair on the back of your neck stand.
I can't. It's not enough that they're incredibly good footballers or managers. It's just they've got to be incredibly well spoken.